Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of the OffBall podcast. Today we got football standout Qua Boyd as my man. Just met him recently, but tight end, West Alabama. We're gonna get into all of that, but we're really excited to have him on. You want to say something to the people, man?
I'm just glad, to be doing something like this, man. I ain't had an interview in so long. I'm just, blessed to have the opportunity. Y'all boys rolling, man.
So I know you and Trey, y'all from the same city. So I was really gonna let Trey take over majority of this, and I'll just give in a little feedback. But this is a real reunion for both of y'all, so it's pretty cool to see that. So I'm glad that I can be a part of that too. So Trey, you can go ahead and take over if you want to, man.
Yeah, I ain't seen Corey in 2 years.
It's been a little minute, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely my one of my big bros. He showed me the ropes back in high school and everything. We done kept in contact since then. It's a for life thing. From the same city, not too many of us really make it out to do anything like either of us have done. Making it to college, being able to play sports in college as well. So it's definitely gonna be a forever bond. But speaking about our city, Lafayette, Alabama. Just give me your take on what it means to be from there and what it means to.
Like you said, it ain't many people that come from our city, to go to college and do what we did. And I mean, yeah, you have some people that, praying for your downfall, but I say for the Fed as a whole, man, it's like just one big family. Especially like when it comes to sports, you know how they go like in the city, black and gold. You know how I mean it just amazing, man. I'm like so blessed to be from that small little town, man.
Yeah, definitely. I feel the same way, man. It just when you look back on it and you look at all the things you had to overcome just to get to where you are, it's really remarkable. Like you're not like neither of us supposed to be where we at today, but by the grace of God and by our hard work and dedication, we was able to make it out. Because you already know the story. Like majority of people that have a good high school career and then that's it, and they'll just be in the Fed doing whatever for the rest of their life. But fortunately, God blessed us with a way out, and we trying to do the best, with the opportunity. Back to the sports piece. Back in high school, you arguably one of the best athletes to ever come out of high school. I feel like and you played every sport. It seemed like basketball, football, track, baseball, everything. Just talk about like how it all started, like with you in sports and all these different sports. Like what made you do everything, basically.
Well, I guess it all started from when I was, growing up. Like, I got so many cousins, man. Like, they're just so active. Like, and we got together, we wanted to do something. No matter what ball it was, we finna go outside and do whatever it was. And so I take that to high school now. Like ninth grade, all I did was all I did was basketball and football at that time. But then people started talking to me about, you need to do track, you need to do baseball. I didn't play baseball until I was like 13. I played it for like 2 years and just let it go because it took too much time from like basketball. So high school, get here, people started telling me about track and baseball, and I guess when I started playing baseball, I mean, you playing baseball on that team too, matter of fact. So,
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the baseball days, man. That was not it. That was my first time playing. My freshman year, your junior year. It was my first time playing baseball ever, and I always wanted to play because I used to like watching it. And I played that one year, rode the bench, hated the sport, hated everything. I never played baseball again. Plus, we went to the championship. So I mean, in basketball, I was like, I mean, it's no reason for you to play anymore.
yeah. So it was like, so me just playing baseball, like I said, I had so many cousins that used to, bribe me to play like Ocho and 110. They used to tell me, man, come play baseball, man, come play baseball. I was like, I ain't playing baseball, man. I ain't got time to be doing all this. I ain't really like being in the heat, cause baseball you really playing in the heat. Unlike
Yeah.
football, you play up under the lights at like 7 o'clock. So play baseball, I actually liked it, but it was just I had to drop it because it was just too much on me. Cause track and baseball run into like the same season, so I had to just drop that bat, man, to go do track.
So you were just a legit athlete then. You just did it all, no matter what.
I mean, whatever. Hey, if it's a sport, I'm finna try to play it, man.
I don't know if you play the many sports now. You done gained too much weight, man. You done got too fat, bro.
I done got too big, man. It's ridiculous now.
You got the tight end body now.
I think I was in high school. High school, I was like 190, and now I'm like 258 to 260.
Sheesh.
Look at that weight room. That weight room games. I see it.
That ain't just the weight room. That boy been eating good. He been eating real
good. I've been eating good, too. I like to eat, man.
Yeah, to go back to that, you say you play all the sports. Specifically, you know, we had our connection through basketball and everything. And I know I'm pretty sure I told Keem that you were the best high school basketball player I feel like I played with and seen. Did you ever regret, or did you ever think about playing college basketball? You know, because you know everybody really wants you to play basketball, but you love football. So I love what you love. I'm glad you took football. But you know, did you ever think about it?
This story is crazy because like you probably one of the first people I'm probably tell the story to. It's like everybody knew I liked the basketball, but I guess that got so overwhelming, like, because people were just, what you gonna do? What you gonna do in basketball? Like, what school's looking at you? And I kind of went away from the game. Like, I had offers that people do not know. Like, I actually had a big offer from Western Kentucky. Like, and I was thinking about going to play, but you know, it's just that football was in my heart, man. Like, basketball was fun, don't get me wrong. I love the game. Like, I learned so much, and you know, people just looked up to me from playing the game.
For sure.
But it's just like football just had this magical feeling over me, man. I just couldn't let go. It's just something about playing up under them lights, man. It just do something to you, and it's just like it's no other feeling like it, man.
Yeah. I agree, man. You gotta chase what you love. I definitely had a little love for football for the 2 years I played, but you know, basketball that's my heart. So I definitely agree with you, man. You gotta do what you love.
I had like multiple offers. Like, my mama don't even know I had these offers because I get the letters and I just stash them away because I didn't want to play. Like,
oh man, she finna be mad when she see this.
I had matter of fact, I still got all my offer letters from basketball in this big bin that I'm pretty sure she went through the bin, but she had just opened them. I had Western Kentucky, I had Louisiana Lafayette, I had UAB, I had Tennessee State, you know, just Troy. I had like schools like that.
Oh, these some good schools. These some good schools.
When I opened the letter, they're like, "This your official offer out." Like, no, I ain't playing basketball. So I closed it and I just stashed it, put it down, and just like, I ain't playing basketball, man.
Man, I went to Hampton. I had went to Hampton, but dang, I mean, I really tried to get basketball offers. I didn't have those offers. That's salty, man. Dang, you just throwing away offers.
The funny part about the whole basketball thing, like, I had one football offer, and it was a JUCO. It was a junior college.
Yeah.
And I took it and just ran with it, man. So I said, I want to play football. It don't matter what level it was. I want to keep playing the game. So I got that call. They said they want to offer me a full ride. I took it and ran with it.
So tell us about that. Like, where'd you end up going to?
Oh man, I ended up going to Jones County Junior College in Mississippi, middle of nowhere. Like, it's nothing to do in Ellisville, Mississippi, man. It was hard at times. It was hard at times because you go from being a starter, the star of your high school football team, to going to this JUCO where everybody, I'm talking about everybody trying to make it out. Every man for themselves, man. Like, and just going from playing all your games in your senior year to playing just a couple games, limited minutes, football. It was hard, man. I'm glad I took that route though.
I feel like you had to take that route because, you know, Coker or whatever, he wasn't helping nobody. Like, if you looked at the skill position on your senior team, like, it's no way that there was at least 3 or 4 of y'all should have signed D1. Like, there's no way that shouldn't happen. Like, I mean, you got all state athletes. Like the team, basically the skill position won the state in track. So it's sad how y'all didn't have that support from the football staff. Like,
Yeah, I think the only somebody that really went to a bigger school was Joe Coker, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him, but you know, it is what it is now.
Yeah, it's so weird now. Oh man.
So how long were you at the JUCO until you made that next move?
Oh man, it was I was there for 3 years because my second year I got hurt. I took my collarbone, man, and they put me in a bad place. Like I ain't gonna say I was like dropping out, but I lost focus on why I was there, like with no scholarship. But when I got hurt, cause all I ever known was like ball. That's all I ever known was ball. And like once that was taken away from me, I went to this dark place and I had to find my way out of it. Like my grades got bad. I actually lost my scholarship. I lost my meal plans, my dorm, and so I'm between staying like with teammates. I'm sleeping on floors. They got futon, sleep on futon. Like, I'm going from like different dorms. So I might end up on one end of the dorm 1 week, then next week I'm at the other end of the dorm. So I mean, it was a struggle. It was a struggle, but it made me who I am now. And I say, after I was done with Jones, I really didn't love the game anymore. So, I took time away from the game. I went back home and, spent time with my family. Like the time I missed while I was in JUCO. And, I ended up graduating. And, I was qualified. So one of my coaches that was at Jones, he was actually at the school down in West Alabama. He called me and was like, hey, you ever graduated from Jones? I was like, yes, sir. He said, what you feel like playing, or how you feel about playing football again? I said, man, Coach, I don't know, man. I ain't feeling it no more, man. I don't know, Coach. He said, I looked at my your transcript and you good to go. You can play. You got the GPA. You can play anywhere, man. He said, you want to play? I was like, yeah. At that time, I was coaching at my high school. I was helping the receiver coach in my high school. And I was talking to, matter of fact, I was talking to the player. I was like, hey, I just got this call. One of my coaches was like, he want me to come back and play the games. I asked them how they felt about it because I didn't want to just, up and lead them.
Yeah.
So they said, Coach, man, take it, man. They go play ball. We know what you can do to go play ball. So once they told me that, I talked to my mom and I went and took it and just played the game again. Fell in love with it again.
I just want to go back and touch on when you said you got injured, how it put you in a really bad place. Because I know a lot of athletes, when they have these injuries, like I know Trey's just coming off of injury, but usually being away from a sport that you get to play and you get to love for so long, and you are forced to sit down and sideline and actually think about your career and everything. What do you think was the main thing that was really helping you get through? I know it was a rough time, but rough times never last. So, what is one thing that you think that really helped you get through that hard time?
One thing that helped me get through that hard time was people always telling me, Qua, you ain't gonna be doing that, man. You're gonna be right in the field with the rest of the great athletes that didn't make it out. And that right there was in just the back of my head. Every game I missed, it was in the back of my head. Qua, you ain't gonna be doing that. You ain't gonna be doing that. You ain't gonna never be that. I write that saying everywhere I go. I got it on bathroom windows, little notes. And every time I see that, it pushed me even farther. So, I ain't gonna say I liked the little saying they would tell me, but I'm grateful for it because it brought me out of that dark. It brought me out of that dark place. And of course, my mama was there at all times. She would actually come out of pocket paying for school so I could finish, sending me money so I could eat, and stuff like that, man. So my mama and then that little saying, they just brought me out of that dark spot.
Our mothers. I love our mothers. I'll tell you what. Our moms always hold us down, yo. I swear.
No matter what you do, they're always going to be there for you, man.
Don't be there, man, no matter what's going on.
That's crazy. Dang, man, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know all the details in your story, you know, because when you was going through your stuff, you know, I was up in Hampton. I kind of was like in a different world at that time, and
Yeah.
I was always wondering, like I used to talk to OT or Ocho or something like that about, you know, stuff that's going on back home, whatever. And I just knew that you had got hurt, but I didn't even know all the other stuff that went along with that. So, dang, man, it's crazy how you made it out of that, bro.
I try to like stay like low key, 'cause you know you don't want everybody, you know, in your business and stuff.
Yeah.
I was just trying to grind my way back out of there so I can get back on top.
Like when people know stuff, that's even more noise over what you're doing. Like sometimes you just gotta let people think what they're gonna think and just keep doing what you gotta do. But yeah, so you made it out of that dark place. Before the West Alabama, weren't you supposed to go to UAB before they got their program shut down?
Yeah, I posted on with UAB. I committed, like, you know, UAB like 2 hours away from Fit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like I'm at home, man. So you know, I'm on top of the world now. Yeah. And everybody don't be at home playing, but you know, unfortunately, you know, they program closed down. I was, you know, I was left with nothing.
I had no idea they was even in that situation.
Tell me or nothing. Like I was blind to it myself.
This was after JUCO. This was so after you finished playing JUCO, you said you came back home with coaching. Is that when the UAB first came to you?
Nah, UAB came when I was there.
Okay, when you were at the JUCO. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that fell through, so you had to go ahead and finish it out. And then once you finished it out, you came back, started coaching.
Yeah.
And then that's when you got that phone call for West Alabama.
Correct.
So you obviously took it. How'd it go?
Oh man, I had many great times here. I mean, I went from playing from 2 years to 3 years because I got my medical red shirt back from when I was at JUCO.
Okay.
And so I mean, my first year, I mean, it was a hard transition because I go from JUCO from playing quarterback to coming to D2 playing tight end. So
okay.
All I ever known was quarterback. And like when I got here, it was different because they were telling me now I got to be this guy that's got to block sometimes and then go outside and run some routes. I mean, once I got the concept of it, I ain't gonna say it was easy because it was still hard because I'm going against like great players who coming from Division I schools, dropping down D2, you know, because of their situations.
Mm-hmm.
So once I just got the hang of it, I just didn't look back at all and just kept it going.
So when you were playing quarterback, are you pocket or are you trying to Mike Vick it? You getting out and running? You pocket with it.
I'll say I was a little bit of both because I wasn't that fast, but I could move to be my size. So
okay.
I might come one drive, might come throw the ball 70 yards down the field, and that drive might run 50 yards down the field. Man. It
take off. Using burn.
He was his role model was Cam, man. He's a baby Cam out there.
Y'all gonna keep Cam forever, man. I'll tell you what.
I try to do everything that man did. I even started dressing like it, man.
Oh man, that's too much.
I took my whole game, like my whole swag on the football field was just like Cam knew, man.
Nah, he's really good.
I look back on it, it was kind of crazy. I'm really taking another man's swag. It's just,
hey, but Kobe did it to Jordan, so it's all good.
Idol, man. He still live my idol though. Hey.
You finished up at West Alabama this year,
right? I finished playing, yeah. I actually graduated in 2018. Like my graduate year that I played this past season.
So what are your plans coming up next?
Oh, man, you know, after the season, I was training really hard, you know, for pro days and stuff like that. Unfortunately, you know, COVID hit hard for everybody. Yeah. So our pro day, I really didn't have no scouts at my pro day because, you know, they couldn't travel. So we had to, everything was virtual, so we had to record all my drills and stuff like that. So I ended up having a pretty good pro day. I was hoping to get a call, you know, in the NFL draft, but because of that COVID, you know, everything was on pause. And now I'm still talking to a couple of teams, but they keep telling me, like, you know, it's hard now because they're not evaluating like tight ends and stuff like that. So we don't know. So they don't know what they really got until they start, everything open up, start practicing. And all they telling me, keep training. They call coming. So I'm just being patient, man, training, staying out the way, and just, hope I get that call in the future.
Whatever happens with NFL, like you play, whatever, whenever you get done playing, whatever, what do you think you're going to be doing, after that? You think you're going to start back coaching again?
Yeah. At that time, man, I love all the sports, so whatever coaching job available with a ball, I'm going to take it, man. Like baseball, basketball, football, track, I'm going to go for it, man. I always want to give back because, we ain't had that many people in our community, helping like we are doing now. So I always want to be like, that person that give back to the community, no matter where I'm at.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I definitely got coach aspirations myself. Probably won't be coaching, at Lafayette, but I'll probably be doing camps and stuff in the future over the summer, having, programs and stuff set up. Because like you said, like we don't really have those resources. Like our town is less than 4,000 people. My school is more than 4,000 people. So it's like you really don't have any resources, where we're from. So the people like us that are blessed enough to make it out, we definitely got to give back because if we don't, then, nobody will.
I know I respect Trey a whole lot just from his upbringing, and I feel the exact same kind of like spirit and love for your game and your community that he has. So, I really just want to wish you well in everything that you are pursuing. I want you to know that with our, off-ball podcast, MTTG, if you need anything, don't be afraid to hit me up. We're going to make sure that we link and get everybody's information. But you can hit me up if you need anything. I'm always open. But the second thing is just, I know you guys spoke on it really quickly. You guys were saying that where you're from is very tough for people to make it out, especially with, whatever sport they want to play, just to stay focused and locked in. And I think that's one of the most important things about giving back is to help other people realize that when we get to certain levels, that it really is a blessing. Like you see everything that's going on with the racial violence and things like that going on now. Like it's really a blessing for us to make it this far. So I just want you to know, and everybody else that's like listening, to know that like we are blessed and we're meant to be here. So no matter how far you get down, just remember like you're meant to be here, and just keep on going strong, brother. Like just keep on going strong.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate both of y'all taking the time, for me to tell y'all my story. I don't really tell it to people, man, but I guess it's coming, me trusting Trey, you Akeem, obviously Trey trusts you as well, so you good in my books, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we definitely appreciate you, bro. It's all love over here, man. I always looked to you as a big brother. And I, like Akeem said, man, you can always reach out to me, reach out to us. You got your back, and we definitely appreciate you for opening up and sharing because it's not always the easiest thing to do. I'm a closed person, and this whole YouTube thing is not really something that's sort of in my character, really. For me to be doing something like this.
Yeah, I was shocked when you started, being all out on YouTube and stuff like that. I said, man, it's like little bro, man.
Yeah, it definitely was a little shake up in my life right there, man. I was at a tough time, and I feel like I needed to reach out and do things differently. I had to change things, get things situated, and just get out of my comfort zone because you're gonna be put in uncomfortable situations in life. So you got to be prepared for anything and start preparing each day by how you live.
You got any shout outs you want to make, man? Tell people about Instagram page, Twitter, whatever you want to say.
I just want to shout out, back home, Lafayette, man. Y'all the reason I'm doing this, man. Y'all the reason I'm steady aiming for my dreams. They young kid, it was bad, man. I was bad as a kid. people didn't think I was gonna be this, and I just want to let everybody know, like, it don't matter how you are growing up. All it takes is one little change of life, and hey, you can be on top of the world, man.
All right, man. We about to go ahead and close it. I like to wear jerseys for the sports teams. I don't have no Cam, but I had the old school Michael Vick. This is the Virginia Tech Michael Vick jersey. I had to bring it out for my football fam. I got a couple jerseys in the wait, and I can't wait to pop them out. But yeah, man, we're really happy to have you on the OffBall podcast, Qua Boyd, everybody. So, you know what I'm saying, stay tuned for our next episode.
I appreciate you guys, man.
No problem, bro. We appreciate you.